What's going on? It's Sheev the Wise. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday to all of you. Thanks for coming by. Thank you guys for coming by. For real. I hope you guys are having a decent weekend so far. There's some awesome news. You guys know I'm a big Star Wars Rebels fan. It's probably one of my favorite things in all of Star Wars. And we got some awesome Star Wars Rebels news. So let's get into it. Might as well jump right into it. Alright. So, LRM was talking about some breaking news that we did in our Agent Callus stream the other day. They talked about how there was going to be some news Friday, and yesterday this was the news that came out, and honestly I'm pretty happy about it. We had heard reports and rumors that there was likely a casting for Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger of Star Wars Rebels. Also, Grand Admiral Thrawn is obviously in his trilogy of books, his EU trilogy of books. I mean, Grand Admiral Thrawn is one of the best Star Wars villains ever. Straight up. Like, if you don't know who Grand Admiral Thrawn is, at least go check out Rebels, because they portrayed him really cool in that. I liked him a lot. So, of course, LRM talking about this breaking news on it, at least to them, you know. Thrawn and Ezra cast in Ahsoka Mandoverse. Question. That is the big question. What are they going to be in, though? Star Wars rumors, news, and analysis live, the Cantina. Yeah, so they did a live stream too. That's pretty cool. But it talks about how the topic. All right, The Mandalorian has been an amazing success for Disney, Lucasfilm, and the Disney Plus streaming services, and they are looking to capitalize on it. For a time, the fandom seemed more united than divided, but it hasn't lasted. From the unenthusiastic reactions to the High Republic and controversial firings to legends and non-canon movies and shows getting acknowledgement from Disney, it's clear there's no unified force. It may be a path to the dark. A dark path, if you will. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, I joined the Empire today, right? But yeah, that is like kind of what's going on. But there is basically just news that these two characters have a casting now. And I guess in this one they wanted you to go in. That's not the right article I wanted then. Alright, that's fun. We'll get into the layer anyway. But yeah, there is a casting on. We're going to find the right stuff real quick, because that's not the article I wanted at all. How we doing though? How you guys feel about this? I think it was Mina Mesa, if I'm saying that right, and then let me see. I'm really excited about this though. Ezra is probably one of my favorite Jedi. Probably one of my favorite Jedi for sure. Screw it. That hashtag show did it, so we'll check out theirs real quick. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. The stream is failing. Come on, stream. Streamlabs, help me. Nope. Alright, this isn't working. No. Alright, well, I'll read it to you guys. That hashtag show is pretty good. We like Nick Sanchez over there. He's a cool dude. He likes us a little bit. He likes the Empire. But that hashtag show talks about their live action Ezra and Thrawn. They potentially found them, and Mina Masad, that's how you say his name. Mina Masad has been cast as Ezra Bridger, and Lars Mikkelsen, who did the voice of the Grand Admiral Thrawn, will be playing him in the live action version. I did hear some fans were a little bit, I guess, upset by this, or like uneasy by it, because you know, they wanted Ashley Eckstein to be Ahsoka, and we got, you know, Rosario, who did a solid job. But now we're getting Lars Mikkelsen, the voice of Thrawn, is going to be able to play Thrawn in live action. So people were a little sour on that. And, you know, I think Ashley is, like, happy with her portrayal as Ahsoka. And she's happy that someone else gets to, you know, bring the love of Ahsoka to the fandom. So I don't think there's too much, like, bad blood or anything. I don't think there is at all. But I'm happy for Lars. I think does a great job doing the voice, and I totally could see him playing the physical aspects of Thrawn as well. Yeah, it talks about how it's been confirmed before. So they're saying the rumors are confirmed, and this is true, which we have kind of also heard as well. So yeah, we're almost certain that this is going to be the case. But take it with a grain of salt, you know. It still could be untrue. What do you guys think of the casting of Mina Masad and Lars Mikkelsen, though? Darth Chaos says it's a perfect casting. Yeah, I think they're honestly both pretty good. Rahul Cooley was kind of like trying to campaign in a way for himself to be Ezra Bridger. I thought he would have been a solid, like, older Ezra, and I think Mina Masad is like a perfect Ezra Bridger too, especially when you like look at him compared to the Ezra with short hair and everything. But I don't know, he still seems like younger. Like, Mina Masad looks young, and I think Ezra would probably be, let's see, 15 years older maybe. So he'd be like almost in his 30s, if not in his 30s. Oh my goodness, yes, I will turn the music down. Rahul did do a lot. He was out here wilding for sure. Rahul's cool though, but he was wilding, definitely. Thank you guys. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat. Thrawn has always been a favorite of mine. I'm happy to see him go to live action, and if Dave John is heading it up, it shouldn't be a letdown. No, I don't think so either. I think Dave Filoni is going to handle this one with care. Now, it talks about how they're likely casted for the Ahsoka show and everything, and I actually think it's possible. You know, there were rumors a little while ago that we could end up seeing a Ezra and Thrawn show, or, you know, a show kind of about what happens after Rebels, a Rebels sequel, if you will. And I'm kind of hoping we still get that along with the Ahsoka show. And maybe we find out where they are during the Ahsoka time period in the Ahsoka show, and they, you know, tie into that show. But I think it's possible we could get an Ezra and Thrawn show, and maybe even an animation, if not a live action version. I'd love to see both. I'd love to see both of these characters and just a lot more Star Wars. They're two of my favorite Star Wars characters, especially in the Disney era. I think they're honestly the two best characters that Disney Star Wars has created, in my opinion. I'm curious to see what happens with Ezra. What type of Jedi will he be, and his perspective? Yeah, me too. I'm very interested, and Mina does look very young. Dark Chaos. Grow a beard, problem solved. Yeah, you're right, Tim. And on Proxy's note, yeah, I'm curious to see that. I'm curious if we'll get an Ahsoka show or a Thrawn and Ezra announcement anytime soon, or, you know, a show about them, and maybe that will like lead out of the Ahsoka show and be its own its own title, like I think it possibly could be. I'd love to see it though. What's up, Mike Kane Porter? How you doing, dude? Happy to see you guys here. Tommy Banana, how you doing, bro? Sup, bad batches? They better oh yeah, the Oregon Thrawn theme is freaking fire. It's so good. Thrawn has always been a favorite of mine. I'm happy to see him go into live action. Yeah. So dope. So yeah, if we do see them in Ahsoka, I imagine I actually was reading an article right before this too about it was around December, and it was I think the voice actor of Ezra was talking about where he thinks Ezra ended up, and, you know, with Thrawn, and he thought that by the time of the Ahsoka show they would probably be separated. So I've always heard theories, and, you know, other people have talked about how, you know, Ezra could fall to the dark side and end up working with Thrawn, be his like Assad or whatever the guy's name is in the old Thrawn trilogy that's not canon anymore. We could end up seeing Ezra become like, one of his pupils, or one of his workers. And I think that would be cool, but I think they're probably gonna separate, like the voice actor thought. I hope they do. I hope Ezra finds his way back to the Jedi, or to Ahsoka at least. Ahsoka's looking for them at the end of the Rebels show, along with Sabine. So I think it would be really cool if we saw Sabine and Ahsoka searching for them and finding Ezra finally in a Rebels sequel, or even a flashback in the Ahsoka show. I think it would be really cool. I hope Zahn is advising the script for Thrawn. Certified Gumbo, I imagine he would, I imagine he would. He's definitely made he has 2 trilogies in canon Disney Star Wars already, so I'm sure he will. Darth Chaos says, I'm sure he'll do it justice. Me too. In Filoni, we trust indeed. I went back. I haven't watched episode 13 of The Bad Batch yet, a second time, but I think I was a little bit critical. I listened back over my review of it just to kind of hear what I thought, because the next day I was kind of sour on it. I was like, I don't know how I felt about it. I didn't even know if it was the 7 I thought. I had heard other people talking about it in a very negative light as well. So I just felt like that really just wasn't the episode for me. But, thinking about it again after hearing myself, I enjoyed the episode a lot. Like, you can tell while I was watching that during the watch party, I enjoyed the episode. And there were a few things where I was like, all right, come on, to the writers and the people that worked on it, the whole team that worked on the show. I was like, come on, guys. Like, we have 3 episodes left. This felt kind of like a downer episode in a way. And there wasn't like a whole lot of context, but like thinking back, I don't think it was filler anymore. I kind of want to retract that statement. I even made a tweet about it, and part of me still does feel like it was the most filler episode of the season so far. But I do think we're going to get multiple seasons of this show at this point. I don't think that even has to be like, rumored or like, questioned. At this point, there's 3 episodes left in this season. If they're not doing another season, then they've built all these characters up probably just to die. If that's, if they're not going forward with it. I kind of doubt that they did that. I doubt that Omega was made such a big deal of in this show in a way for no reason. I think there's going to be at least 2 or 3 seasons, if not 4 or 5, like I'm hoping for. And I think this episode is this past episode 13 is going to be a very crucial one for what we see going forward in the Bad Batch, and maybe even tying into other shows. So I gotta take it back. I think the crime syndicates are going to be something we end up seeing a lot of. I think now that Sid had to deal with that, plus we're going to still see what happens with Crosshair and that the development of the end of his story, what happens probably with the clones. I imagine we'll see that in this show. And yeah, we're going to end up seeing the Empire rise and, what comes of the Bad Batch. I'm excited for the future of the show for sure. You criticized it, but gave it like a 7. I think that's fair. Yeah, Tim, honestly, I felt like my rating of the episode was more fair than the criticism I was giving it. And, being bonered by Joel Aaron and some of the creators on Twitter talking about how this episode was going to be darker, and they were hyping up the episode on Twitter for sure. And especially because like he talked about it being a darker episode, and I had a feeling it might be the lighting that he was talking about, seeing as Joel Aaron is the lighting and effects kind of specialist there. I felt like he did us dirty, and then the fact that Roland at the end looks like he's about to get his head cut off, and they cut off his horn. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This dude like double bonered us. And the fact that was right at the end of the episode, I was just like, that was just ridiculous, and it really gave me a sour mood. So I think that was the thing I honestly disliked the most about the episode. But otherwise, it was a fun time. It was a fun episode. It was dark, very dark, literally. Yeah. Bad Batch straight up pissed me off, says Green Bear. Hello there. How are you, Oronar Jet? Is that how you say it? Oronar Jet? That's a pretty dope name. I'm gonna call you Jet, I think. But what's up? Maul against the Pikes. So maybe. Oh, I thought the Pikes were part of like Crimson Dawn, though. No. So maybe Bad Batch could help. Possibly Maul, Crimson Dawn. Possibly, man. I'm on the same track as you, Jet. I definitely think so. Ducky Momo says, I enjoy playful trolling. Made me laugh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really hate on this show for me, because I've had a really fun time with it, and I know there are a lot of people that are negative on it, so maybe that episode could set up possible work. Yeah, working with Maul, for sure. I think it is setting up a lot more stuff in the future, too. I agree with you guys. Tim says, dude, I have no idea about Crimson Dawn outside from Solo. It's only been in the comics, right? No, well, basically Crimson Dawn is, you know, the crime syndicate we see in Clone Wars, I believe. I could be off on that, but you know, the whole arc of Maul like taking over crime lords and stuff, and like the black market and all that, I think yes, yeah, so it was Clone Wars also, Proxy said. That whole arc and like what he's doing with Savage up until when of course Palpatine captures him and kills Savage and everything, that freaking scene is crazy. But yeah, definitely it was in Clone Wars too. That's kind of where you get the base of the Crimson Dawn, no? My name is very first MMO Star Wars Galaxies character, and I've always used it ever since. You pronounced it right. Cheers. Cheers to you, Aronar Jet. That's the freaking dopest name ever, dude. Aronar Jet. That's sick. You know, it's hilarious. Back in the day, I used to like think of like names for myself for like Star Wars, you know, because Star Wars names are crazy, right? So I used to do like Din for one of them, but like it wasn't like I like, you know, wrote or did anything. It was just kind of something I said. I would be like Din, because my real name is like somewhat similar, so it's funny. Oh yes, another Galaxies player, says Alex Word. I gotta get on Galaxies or something. I want to do an open world Star Wars game. He retracted it. Glad you're enjoying your Saturday. Smith family. Oh, what's up, dude? How are you, Robbie? I am enjoying my Saturday. Much love. Let's not forget Proxy from Force Unleashed. For sure. Did you guys see the Grogu poster? I'm sure most of you guys did. Because I want to touch on this too. I don't even know if my stuff is working. Let's start a guild on SWTOR. Heck yeah. Open world Star Wars. Yes, please. Yeah, dude. I'm so happy EA no longer has like exclusive Star Wars rights. Like, thank Jeebus. For real. Star Wars news. What's up, dude? That Grogu poster was fire. Yeah, dude, I might bring it up right now. I mean, I know you guys have seen it, so maybe I don't even need to bring it up, but hey, Smith Family TV, good luck with the rest of your shift, man. Much love. Grogu and Luke poster. Yeah, seen that. Yeah, dude, that thing is it is fire. Hearing that the poster is not canon, approved fan art. Yes. So that's what I was going to get to if I could actually pull it up. But I guess something's going wacky with my interwebs browser. So we'll just talk about it. Yeah, so there is a Grogu and Luke poster that is kind of surfacing around there. Everybody's kind of checking it out. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure most of you guys have seen it. And it involves Luke kind of holding Grogu, and Grogu looks like he's creating a lightsaber, and Luke has a yellow kyber crystal. So everybody's talking about how Grogu could potentially have a yellow lightsaber, and we could see him, you know, putting together that lightsaber. I think that is a crazy cool idea. Obviously, like like you guys said, it is fan art that was approved for the poster, by Lucasfilm and everything. So obviously it's not canon, as you guys said, but it's cool to see and think about and talk about. I've talked about on streams before how I think Grogu could potentially get the Darksaber passed down to him, or have like the Krayt Dragon Pearl formed into his own lightsaber, and I think that would be really, really cool to see either way. And I think both of those are still on the table. It could be possible that while Grogu is with Luke, he does end up creating his own lightsaber, but I don't know if he'll get far enough along in his training. I'm still on the boat that Grogu isn't going to be training with Luke for an extended period of time. Ronar Jet says, maybe the Kyber crystal from Luke's Temple Guard lightsaber from the comics. Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. Proxy says, if Grogu's lightsaber isn't yellow, what color do you guys think it will be? Might as well make a poll on that. That's a great question. What color will Grogu's lightsaber be? Let's see. Let's do black as an option. Yellow. We'll do black, yellow, purple, or green. Black, yellow, purple, or green. What color do you guys think Grogu's lightsaber will be? It's gonna be red, says Ronar Jet. That would be dope. That would be Dark Grogu. Sounds intimidating. Audio sounding weird for me. How's my audio sounding, guys? Am I coming in all right? Purple because he's got instances of light side abilities and dark. Yeah, Tommy, I get what you're saying there. That's a cool thought. I'm going purple. He's got a bit of dark side in him. Saw when it was choking Cara Dune. Exactly, yeah. Cool. So, while you guys are voting in there, I'm going to tell you what color I think it'll be. I have theorized, like I said, that he will end up getting the Darksaber. And I think he is going to have either a Darksaber type of thing, where it's like a black colored either kyber or, just a blade. And the other thing I think it could potentially be, and I didn't even put it into the poll, but I think it could be white too. Din now is the owner of the Darksaber, and Grogu also, I believe, in the future could become a Mandalorian Jedi of sorts, or at least a Mandalorian Force wielder. And the only other Mandalorian Jedi that we know of created the Darksaber, so it's very likely to me that he will get a very unique blade at the very least. I know we're all kind of thinking that. But yeah, I think it's very likely he'll get a black one, or, Ahsoka knows him already. Maybe she will teach him to purify a red blade even. Part of Din's clan. I mean, he technically is a Mandalorian now. Exactly, Green Bear. Ducky Momo says, I'm going purple. Yeah, I saw that. That's right. Tim says, I think it's going to be yellow. Proxy says, that sounded good to him. That's right. Proxy said, the Darksaber will be too big. It's like 3 times the size. He just like wields it with the Force. Yeah, you're right. But who knows? Maybe he'll get the kyber from it. But Tim says, Tommy with the sad face. Was Plo Koon's lightsaber ever a different color, or is it Mandela effect? No, I believe in non-canon material, Plo Koon does have a yellow lightsaber at one point. I do believe that. Mr. Anderson says, see, I was one of 2 people who voted black. LOL. Good. I'm the third. 13% of you guys say black. 38% say yellow. 38% say purple. And 12% say green. Oh my goodness. We have a pretty even poll for the most part. on everything, it seems like. Not 50-50 or 25-25, but 38% say yellow and 38% say purple. Wow. All right. Tim says, yeah, he has a yellow and a blue one. Definitely Anderson. Plo had an orange saber. Okay, I guess it was more orange than yellow, but it's still kind of yellow. Baby Yoda and Mandalorian armor. The toy sales would be off the hook, wouldn't it though? I think for the little Grogu that you can already buy, there is like Etsy stuff and things online you can buy to put like, customized Mandalorian armor. Mandela effect. Tim, you've never heard of the Mandela effect? That's hilarious. Yellow, orange, same thing. Y'all know what I mean. For real though. Yeah, man, I'm excited about all this news though. These two things that came out just yesterday, really, were freaking awesome to hear, man. Even if it was just a poster and casting and stuff that we already kind of knew about, it was awesome, man. It's fun to see the positive leaks and things in Star Wars, the positive news. It's nice to not get negative Star Wars news. It's very nice. The main gang saber. That would be dope. There needs to be a main gang saber now. All right, see you later, Matt's Lego Film. Have a good one, dude. Thank you for coming by, man. While we're here too, while we're in the little lull here, make sure you smash the like button. It helps the channel a lot, and I very greatly appreciate it. So if you guys want to hit that like button, or possibly even subscribe if you haven't already, it greatly helps out the channel and motivates us to keep on going. So much love to you guys. Much love. Tommy Banana says, bro, it's a little wild. I would try again and explain, but suck at explaining things. You talking to me, Tommy? What do you need explained? Ducky Momo says, don't jinx it, Chief. I don't want any bad news. Hey, man. I think we have a lot of positivity to look forward to. There's a lot of good things going in Star Wars that people need to realize. I feel like a lot of Marvel and Star Wars fans alike both have this thing where they kind of freak out when there's nothing going on. It's like, just calm down, man. Dave Filoni, I hate to break it to you, he has a plan. The Mandoverse is a real thing. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. And they are doing a great job with the stuff that's come out recently. Really think about the last 3 titles we've had. If you're a fan of the Bad Batch, I don't want to hear no complaining. We've gotten some good stuff. How many episodes into Ahsoka do you think we'll see Ezra, says Smith Family TV? That's a great question. So if that is where we see Ezra first, I'm thinking mid-season likely. It would probably be like a mid-season finale. Like, let's say Ahsoka is 6 episodes, just for the sake of saying it. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be at this point. Let's say it's 6 episodes though. I imagine by episode 3, at least by the end, Ezra will come into it. Yeah, Proxy says between 3 and 5. I think that's a great guess. Ronar Jet says, wonder if they'll do a big time jump for season 3. Mando is Mandalore, and they've collated all the Mando clans together to take back Mandalore. Grogu, Ahsoka, and Luke join them in the fight. Ronar Jet, I would love to see that. I don't know if it'll happen in season 3. I think season 3 could be more about Din learning about the past of the Mandalorians, and who knows if Grogu will be in it, although we have rumors that Grogu, Din, and Luke will all be in the Book of Boba, but who knows exactly between this time and that, if we'll get all this stuff leading into a big Mandalore battle or something. I think at some point that could be something we end up seeing in the cinema, like in theaters. I think they could explore Din learning more about the Mandalorian past, since honestly he doesn't know the full truth, and just getting him more involved with the Mandalorian culture now that he is the rightful owner of the Darksaber. So I definitely think at some point we could see them, battling it out for Mandalore. But I don't know if it'll be in season 3. Tim says, dude, this is just the beginning of the whole thing. It really is, man. It really is like the tip of the iceberg, I think. Green Bear says, I feel like it's the end of a season because they have long normies catch up. Yeah, I get you, Green Bear. I agree. But yeah, Ronar Jet, I definitely hope and think that we will see that at some point. So I'm on the same track as you, man. I think at some point Din could become the leader of Mandalore too, and I've always wanted to see that. Din is slowly becoming one of my favorite Star Wars characters in general. I think the concept of him and the father figure in him and like trying to do the right thing, like he's a really, really cool character that in a way I kind of connect with. I love like the scene of him, totally being a dad with Baby Yoda, but like, treating him like his kid, and he's like, put the red wire where the blue wire goes and the blue wire where the red wire goes. And like that whole scene before episode, I believe it was maybe episode 4 of season 2, maybe 5, the episode where they go back to Cara Dune and whatnot, like that right before that happens. I love that whole scene, and it's one of the reasons I love Din's character a lot. He's funny, like the way he talks to Grogu, like he's not just like a baby kind of thing. It's hilarious. My brother will do that with like our dogs and stuff. It's so funny. I think most of season 3 will be Din just hanging out, playing video games, and eating ice cream. So he's going to become Fat Thor. All right. Navarro. Thank you, Tommy Banana. I couldn't think of it. Fake fan. He couldn't think of Navarro. For real, though. Ducky Momo says, if there's a Star Wars father figure that doesn't die, may not be the best position for Din to be in. Yeah, Din's gonna definitely die at some point. I mean, I've even said on the streams that I think Din is probably gonna sacrifice himself for Grogu, and that's how the Darksaber would get passed down to Grogu. But obviously, the Darksaber is too big for little Grogu to hold, so maybe he just passes him down the Kyber crystal. Who knows? I think Grogu for the ruler of Mandalore. Din smacking that Mantel mix. Yeah, straight up with a beer in his hand. Hell yeah. Oh, now we got 41% yellow in the votes. Nice. All right, so yellow barely takes out the lead to purple. So you guys think yellow is gonna be Grogu's Star Wars color or lightsaber color? Smith Family TV says he dies in season 3, and that is where Ahsoka picks up. What is this? Inside information? No, I'm just kidding. Proxy says, dude, wait till Grogu starts talking. Who do you think will voice him? That's a great question too. Yeah, I'm curious if all the Yoda species characters speak like Yoda does. So whoever talks like him, I think it'll be funny to see. Or whoever they choose to voice him. Tim says at least his first lightsaber, though he can still get the Darksaber way later. Yeah, I hope he does get his own lightsaber. Remember, Grogu is gonna have a long life. That's right. 800 years of Star Wars stories. Here we come. No source, just bull talking. All right. Double checking with you. Wanted to see. I definitely think that's possible, though, Smith Family TV. I think that'd be dope. That'd be dope if Din, died and Ahsoka, maybe even took in Grogu. Who knows? What if Ezra becomes Grogu's master? That'd be cool. Cool as heck to see. We've been going about 40 minutes. I promised a couple of Simpire fans this weekend that we would do a reaction to fan film. So if you guys are interested, we might end this stream pretty soon and try and get into a stream doing that. What do you think, though? You want to forget what that was called. I'll check right now, but it was a Legends fan film that looked really interesting. This true? Let's go, says Green Bear. Smith Family TV says they could save him for Ren. Kylo Ren? Is that what you're talking about? Kylo Ren's gonna kill Grogu? Star Wars MCU OG says, arriving late, guys, but wanted to stop by and say, what's up? What up, Star Wars MCU OG? No worries. We might do another stream after this. So, no worries at all. We'll see. We shall see. What was it called? My bad. I'm looking for this fan film at the moment. Although apparently Streamlabs doesn't even want me to stream. Alright. Star Wars Legends Legacy of the Force. I think we might do a fan film on that. Or not a fan film. We might react to the fan film. Aronar Jet says Luke may train him to a point, then Grogu goes about his business around the galaxy to join back up with Mando maybe. I think you might be on the track, Aronar Jet, but it might happen quicker than we might expect. Green Bear says Rise of Skywalker retconned into Rise of Grogu. I'm down with it. Smith Family TV says if Ezra trained him, that could mean he was not with Luke when Ren killed everyone. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. That's a great point. I haven't checked out Ahsoka yet. Boy, what you talking about? What was Proxy saying? Saber colors change sometimes with growth of the person. Remember, Ahsoka had green sabers, then blue, then white. So what Proxy is trying to say though, is like the meanings of the sabers have like different kind of meaning as to why the person holds them. And he's basically saying that like as characters progress, that's why they could potentially have different color sabers. You know, Anakin in episode 2 has the green saber for a short period of time, and like even though like there's not that much connection to it, there is connection as to why that is. You know, green is essentially the color means for like the Force user is trying to become more connected to the Force, and that's how they protect. You know, use the Force to protect people. You know. Whereas a blue saber is like a guardian that focuses on their honing on their training and their skills and fighting, more so than being in tune with the Force and connecting with the Force. And I believe yellow is actually a mix of both, where it's somewhat like an equal part skill and training and fighting and Force, kind of comboed. Tommy Banana says, hasn't Grogu already received a bunch of training already? Yes, Tommy Banana. We are presumed that he at least has, at least some training from the Jedi Temple on Coruscant before Order 66. And we have indications that, when Order 66 happened, he was in hiding and someone potentially rescued him. Proxy says, LMAO. Yeah, ignore the Fallen Order customization options. Yeah, this dude just like, alright, let me change my color here. Dale says Luke could take him back to Din and tell him to find Ahsoka or talk to Ahsoka directly and tell her she is the one who understands Anakin's training flaws now that she has had time to reflect on it. Yeah, I think honestly her finding out that Anakin, turned back to the light side before he passed away is gonna have a big impact on her. He probably has wielded lightsabers before. So Aronar Jet says Grogu has up to 50 years of training already from Yoda and other masters. I think he has wielded a lightsaber. So no, he doesn't have 50 years of training. He's 50 years old. So Anakin was around 22, I believe. Wait. Sorry, I'm trying to add up how old these dudes is. Because it's like 5 years after. Or is it 9 years after? I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't have 50 years of training, though. I can tell you that much. He probably has likely around 20 years of training or so. Maybe a little less. Because when you really think about it, Anakin was, 22? And he was 9 years old when they found him. So he had like 13 years of training. Something like that, right? Order 66 happens 19 BBY, Mandalorian at 9 ABY. Yeah, so there's a whole 28 years where Grogu wasn't training. That's more than half his life. Anything up to 50 years, maybe he was taken as a better born. Yeah, I'm curious when Grogu, came into the Jedi Order, and at one point he could actually learn to be, do Jedi training. Maybe like 12 to 15 max, says Dark Chaos. I'd say probably around there. Maybe a little less. Maybe like 10 to 12. We don't really know, says Aronar J. Yeah, it's possible even someone took him and trained him further before they ended up dying, or someone else took him from them, or something happened. But yeah, so we don't really know an exact number, but I imagine it's definitely not 50. Around the same amount as training as Anakin got. Very similar, Tommy Banana, but he's also doesn't have as developed of a mind, maybe. I don't know. It's very tough to tell how far along Grogu is with his mental capacity. He's 50 years old, but he still has the body of a child, or a baby. Easier to brainwash. Someone showed him how good frog tastes. Yeah, I mean, exactly. And that's, an indication to his mind being like a child too. The dude eats frog eggs, spiders. He's still a child mentally, even though he has, training. He's still a kid. So, Anakin aged normally as he was trained through those years. So I bet you he's very, very powerful in the Force, but he probably doesn't know a lot on how to use it anymore. Yellow has not been explained yet in this canon. To some regards, but we see the temple guards having a yellowish orange blade, so they are there to protect the temple. Smith Family TV says he reminds me of a 2-year-old, able to feed himself, walk, and kind of tells you what they want, but can't do anything major for himself. Straight up. That's straight up. What up, Smalls? How are you? He eats everything. He does, man. The spider was the funniest to me. I was like, oh no, he didn't. What's up, Obi-Wan the homie? Proxy says blue sabers equal combat based Jedi Guardians. Green equals more in tune with Force. Purple equals mix of light and dark side. Yeah. Well, that's because it's Mace Windu. But I know what you're saying. I agree. Temple guards had yellow, but they weren't the only ones to have yellow since the Old Republic. Well, now Rey has yellow too, right? So that's my best description of what it is in canon, though, from what I can tell. We don't really know. I've always been I thought that Cal Kestis had a purple lightsaber in canon. Actually, obviously, you choose the crystal and his master saber was blue, but I've always felt like he was a purple lightsaber wielder. And I've heard people say it was orange or yellow, and I'm like, that's kind of cool too, but I'd rather him have a purple one. Saw a funny meme saying Yoda was the apex predator and was eating everything in the swamp. Oh my gosh. That's probably what he was doing. As you get older, you kind of have that childlike mind again. So personally wise, I think Cal is a yellow, says Tommy Banana. I think that's probably what it is, but I've always hoped he was purple. Revan and Mace were the only two purples, says Dougie Momo. Aronar Jet says there's quite a few Jedi with yellow in High Republic, even though I don't consider that canon. Well, a Ronar jet is definitely canon. I hate to tell you. They're making a show based in the end of that time period. So buckle up, buddy. I'm going to start getting into it. I'll tell you this. I've talked about reviewing Light of the Jedi, and Rising Storm is the one I'm really interested in getting into. But Light of the Jedi was kind of slow so far. I'll tell you that much. It's not bad, but it's slow. What do you think? What you think? When are we finally getting live action Quinlan Voss? That would be sick. That would be sick. I don't know if we will. I could see Quinlan maybe somehow showing up in the Bad Batch, the way they just throw in crazy stuff sometimes, but I don't know. Anderson says, all jokes aside, that's why this saber color vote was more of a character arc decision vote. Fair enough, Anderson. Fair enough. Relo says, yeah, Cal with the purple saber would be cool as fudge. It would be. It would be very. Yeah, that's purple is the color I always put on Cal when I play that game. So Tim says, what do you think? When are we finally getting? Oh yeah, the Quinlan Voss. That's right. That's right. Green Bear says High Republic is doing well, I hear. For books probably. I mean, they're all like bestsellers in New York Times or New York bestsellers or whatever, but I don't know. Proxy says if Cal Saber is purple, I'd love to see it be set rather than have customization options, like going in depth on his personality and his darker side, allowing him to get the purple color. That'd be sick, man. I hope they do set it maybe in the second one or something. I love, obviously for a video game, I love the customization ability, but they should do more for like an open world game and have Cal like a set color. I agree with you. Tommy Banana says, right? Could be hiding out on Tatooine with him, and maybe he watches Luke while Kenobi goes in search for Leia. That'd be dope. That'd be really dope. That'd actually be sick. I'd love to see that. Are you talking about Quinlan or are you talking about Cal? Because either way, that's sick. But Ronar Jet says, yeah, I'm preparing for High Republic. Supposedly bestseller in New York Times does not mean they have sold more than anything. I never said that. Never said that. Proxy says, yes, saber colors are basically personality traits, and having a set character should have only one color. Yeah, dude, for sure. Or the Inquisitors kill him. For sure. I don't know, man. I don't know. For sure, Ducky Momo. Peace out. Much love. Thanks for coming by. Should I do a video for the Star Wars Legacy of Star Wars Legends Legacy of the Force thing? Do you guys want to see that in a video or a stream? My reaction. Anderson says, or you can customize it, actually have the effect of storyline. Yeah, dude. For sure, Anderson. Peace out again, Ducky. Much love, dude. Should I react to Legends Legacy of the Force? Or not? Live or in video? Let's do that. Live or video? Let me know. What are we talking about in chat? Ronar Jet says, no, I'm just saying people say, oh, bestseller, but kind of false. It's a weird way how they label certain books as bestsellers. Yeah, I hear you. Tim says, I feel like reactions are better live, to be honest. Alright, dude. We'll probably do that. Proxy says, I agree with that 100%, Mr. Anderson. However, I would make alternate storylines, and which ones would be the canon one? That would be an issue. That would be an issue, Proxy. Especially with us crazy Star Wars fans. We always want one canon. can never have anything retconned or, made better. Or, even, I don't know, man. Fans are wild. I feel like every book gets labeled bestseller, says Green Bear. I don't know about that, but definitely a lot of books. Mr. Anderson says, would be dope replay, though, if they found a way to make it work. Well, everybody said live so far. Might as well do that. I'm down. They did retcon the comics, though. Definitely. They retconned part of the Ahsoka novel, too. Yeah, I have this ongoing theory that Star Wars is okay retconning things as long as it's memories. Or, like, thoughts. The Ahsoka novel, like, picks up and Ahsoka's recollection of the Mandalore arc, where she fights Maul and everything. And a lot of things contradict the book that are seen in Clone Wars, along with Kanan in the Kanan comics. That first scene that we see where, or that scene where we see him and Deba Balaba, during Order 66 and everything. Those are recollections and memories that Kanan had. So, and then we also see in The Last Jedi, we see multiple aspects and like versions of Luke Skywalker going to kill Ben Solo in his sleep. And, they retcon that multiple times in that dang movie alone. And that's also a memory. So I from a certain point of view, says their own Arjet. Yeah, exactly. The only comics they retconned are Dark Horse comics and the Marvel Kanan comic. The rest are still canon. I don't even know if all of the Kanan comic was retcon, though. I feel like just part of it was. And it wasn't even that big of a retcon, and people were upset. So upset. Ronar Jet says, so what some characters say maybe happened differently for others? Well, the way they're doing it, from a certain point of view, definitely it feels like different characters remember things differently, and that's that's how things happen in real life too. Like sometimes I think these streams are going great, and then I watch back and it's a failure. I'm just playing. Only comics they've yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, I'm excited for this Ezra news, though. I really cannot wait to get somewhat of a Rebel sequel somewhere down the line. I cannot wait to see him and Thrawn again, especially, I honestly think Mina Masad is a great choice. Right away he posted on his Instagram, like, a shirtless picture of him all like, when I escaped from this cell, like, he did the whole Ezra quote thing, and I thought it was honestly a cool post. I think he's a cool dude. I didn't even see the Aladdin movie, and maybe I should, just to, gauge what we might see from Ezra, but I don't know, man. He seems pretty cool. Obviously, I think Lars, great pick for Thrawn, of course. I love hearing Lars portray him in Rebels, so I'm excited for that one, man. I'm excited for that. I think it's gonna be dope. Sim says, I want them to retcon Dark Disciple. I want Ventress back. She would fit so well in the Mandoverse. She would, to be honest. They could do other characters, though. We'll see. Ronar Jet says, Chinese Whispers? What? Would love to see Ventress and Voss. Yeah, me too. Aladdin will let you down, bro. Well, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Disney live action remakes anyway, but Lion King was cool just because it was like, honestly, it was cool how John did it. But I don't know. And that led into the volume. So I got mad love for Lion King live action remake, but the rest of them, eh. Tim says, always loved Ventress. Yeah, dude. Ventress is dope. As a little kid, I was like, dang, who the heck is this chick? She's sick. I thought it was so cool that she was bald, too. I was like, what the heck? Is that a bald girl? Well, I don't know. You just don't see that often. I've always liked Ventress, though. Didn't she die in Clone Wars, though? She died in the Dark Disciple book, which is like a based off of like an unfinished Clone Wars arc. So, yeah. Pretty sure she's gonzo. She's definitely dead, so I believe. Let's look up Legends Legacy of the Force. What are we talking about? My bad. A Ronar Jet says to the ear of the second person in the line. The second player repeats the message to the third player, and so. Oh, we talking about telephone? Chinese, yeah, telephone is an international popular children's game. I've played telephone. I just never have heard it called Chinese Whispers. Fourth Wall Break says, if we ain't seen it, then she lives. Yeah, to be honest. Screw the books. I'm just playing. Broken telephone. I think I'm going to do a lot of reading this weekend. Maybe I'll do some polls later on what books I should bring on my vacation. I have an update on that for you guys too, by the way. Next week, for the War Mantle episode, there will be a watch party. So I will see you guys. I'm going to be doing a watch party, and then that next morning I actually leave to go on my trip. So I'll probably just sleep on the way there and, enjoy myself that night, hanging with you guys in the watch party for War Mantle. However, I don't know if there will be a watch party the following week, because I will be on a lake, or at least I will be on a boat. So we'll see. Unless you guys want me to stream from a boat stream. But yeah, there will be a watch party. I will see you guys there. I will definitely see you guys there. Thank you, Obi-Wan the homie. I will. It will be the first real vacation I've had since before COVID started. So right before COVID started. The last time I actually went on a real vacation was my 21st birthday. I think War Mantle is going to be a good episode too. If I do end up missing the one after it, the second to last episode, that's going to suck because it is the second last episode. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a good episode. So hopefully take us in the water with you, says Tommy. A boat stream in a stream. Just live stream on my phone in the middle of the lake. That probably won't be good cell service in the middle of the lake, but the boat will have. I will have Wi-Fi actually. I didn't expect to, and there's some bad news with the boat where the lake that it's in is drier than it's ever been. Gotta love climate change and everything. So the heat. It has been a hot ass year, and the lake has been lower than usual, so there was some damage to the front end of the boat that we use, and we're just gonna be stationed at the dock basically for the entire week that we're there. So it's definitely, the trip is it's already not going the way we planned, but we're gonna have Wi-Fi at least, so maybe I'll do some streams or record some videos. We'll see. Do some content on my vacation since it actually brightens my mood. Tommy Banana says, yeah, we can watch together on a different day. Yeah, all right, either way, man, I'm down either way. That sounds like a good idea too. We'll do it because I will be back the following Monday after that episode, so if we don't, we'll watch it and going into that next episode, or that week we will. Don't give me hope, Proxy. Hopefully it's a 3-episode arc. Oh, don't give me hope. Tommy Banana says, I feel like it needs to be 3-episode arc unless they do an hour-and-a-half finale. Yeah, I think they will do an hour finale. At least, probably. Live from the boat. Welcome to Boat Lair. Vader's boat. That'll be fun, man. If we end up doing that, that would be hilarious. Long finale. I'm here for it. Me too, Proxy. Me too. Now, I'm down to do this Legends Legacy of the Force stream. 85% of you guys said do it in a live, so I think we will. We've been going a little over an hour now. I've been having a great time with you guys. But I think I'm down to do that. So if you guys are down, we're going to do a reaction to Star Wars Legends Legacy of the Force, a fan film. I think we're going to get into that. Hey, Vader's yacht. There you go. Maybe sign off the same as the first episode, an hour 30 finale. That'd be dope. I think the first episode was an hour and 15, but yeah, I think it my thought has been that the finale will be probably around that hour and 15 minute time frame. Let's go. All right, for sure though, I've been having a great time with you guys. Much love to the chat and to the Simpire. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're watching on playback, much love though. Don't forget to smash that like button as you exit the building, and definitely subscribe if you had a good time, and to see more Star Wars content just like this. Much love to you guys though, and I will see you soon. We're gonna try and do that reaction stream right now. Much love. Peace out, guys. May the Force be with you, and have a great weekend.